So I'm Councillor James Ball up here in North Wales. I'm not Welsh, I'm English, but I've lived here all my adult life. I represent one of one of the top 10 most deprived wards in Wales. Unfortunately, Rhyl is a town of two halves. You've got the more affluent half, and you've got the very left behind, poor working class half, which I'm in. It's a Labour lockout town, has been for decades, which hasn't helped anybody here, to be honest. And we have the poorest, the most deprived ward in the whole of Wales, just over the train tracks from me, Rhyl West. So yeah, I was asked to sort of say tell people what it's like being a councillor at these times, a community councillor. For anyone that's thinking of standing and is standing, I might want to know a bit more, basically. Well, to be honest, I've felt you're on the front line, because after 40 years of neoliberalism, particularly the last 10 years under the schizophrenic sort of Tory party governance, we all know social services, we all know the welfare state as far as the safety net of the benefit system. We all know that work itself and pay aren't there. They're not there to help anybody. So if you're running to be a councillor, if you become a councillor, you are, basically. It's like any job, it's what you make it, to be honest. There's lots of councillors who spend a lot of time sitting on their well-cushioned behinds, drawing down their pay around here and not doing anything. But obviously I've taken a different approach. So you'll be doing a lot of things like literally bread and butter work, helping people get food on the table, working families who are in poverty pay, or have had to go into universal credit, who literally can't make ends meet, can't put food on the family for their food on the table for their families, can't pay the bills. For example, I spent the last 4 days trying to help one of my residents who's disabled get rid of can't get rid of it, but try and help him with a huge council tax bill that's been dumped on him that he'll never be able to pay. And there's no one else there to help. The usual institutions that are there, the citizen advice and things like that. I don't know where you are in the country. Where I am, are just not working. So it's a very, very important role. It can be difficult, but that's why we've got our comrades and people like me and everybody else to sort of support each other in the Workers' Party. I recommend it to anybody who wants to try and do it, particularly if you're like me. I have been to university now, but if you're like me and you came out of school with nothing, you're working class, you've worked, perhaps don't think you haven't got the education that you're supposed to have, they'll tell you're supposed to have, ignore all that, just go for it and do what you can do.